Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Let's Talk About Tomorrow, where we discuss anything and everything. And I am your host, Petrina.
And I'm your co-host, David. Welcome to the show, guys.
Today we have Esther. Welcome to the show, Esther.
Thank you.
It's
Thanks
been-
for
it's
having
been
me
a
on the
while.
show. Yes,
It's
been a while
Hope
actually.
you've been good, Cha.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
You look good.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yes.
We also have lights. Thank you for joining us
Good
today.
morning. And we have Barrister Evan Sophie in the house.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining
Welcome
us.
to the show. In a world where romantic notions often blur the lines between healthy and harmful relationships, it's more important than ever to recognize the signs of genuine love versus toxic behavior. Today we are tackling a big one: love versus toxicity. You know that age-old question of, is it real love or am I just stuck in a mess? We've all been there, right? That relationship where your head is showing you red flags, but your heart is somehow making it look green. Maybe you have a friend who is always complaining about their partner whenever seems to leave, or maybe you are that friend.
Now, whether you're coupled up right now, nursing a broken heart, or just trying to figure out how to do better next time, this episode is for you. So we are planning to break down some real talk that will help you figure out what's what in the crazy, crazy world of love and relationships. Now,
Esther, I'll start with you.
the big question. And the very big question.
Because I've long said, so
Petrina.
I've long now.
The very big
So,
question.
what is the difference to you between a healthy relationship and a toxic one?
A healthy relationship.
And a toxic one.
Okay. A healthy relationship for me is a relationship that you are, and let's say your partner or your friend is not giving you headache, like the
No, when I
person-
say we're talking about in the romantic sense.
in the romantic sense.
Yes.
No friends.
Oh, okay, okay. A peaceful relationship for me is a situation whereby you are in a relationship with your man and it's not giving you headache, like maybe it could be either violence or, let's say, calling another woman when you are there with him.
Okay.
You understand? Or
Disrespect.
yes, like
Okay.
doing what he's not supposed to do.
So if
So
he doesn't
if he doesn't
all that,
do all of that, the relationship is
It's
peaceful.
It's healthy.
But the situation whereby he beats you, he disrespects you anytime, like there's no peace in it, automatically that relationship is toxic. So
Right. What's
Healthy.
a healthy relationship and what's a toxic
Toxic.
relationship?
Let me put it this way. Anything that makes you question your personality, that make you sit back and question if you are okay, that makes you question your personal self, your personal traits, and some other things that have to do with yourself, is not healthy.
Okay.
You get it?
Okay. So, put it in perspective. I want
Okay.
you to
In,
try to
in, in
understand.
the sense that your normal self, there are some things he would never have accepted or bent to.
Okay.
You get it? And then you find yourself in that situation whereby you had to like adjust, compromise.
Over and over.
But
And
would
that
that
is not you.
would that necessarily be okay? It could be toxic, but it might not be the person's fault, the partner's fault.
Or it might not
It
be.
might not be, but
then-
that's just a toxic relationship. Okay, I see that. Marissa, what's a toxic relationship and what's a healthy relationship?
Well, first of all, we are drawn from different backgrounds. I mean, we don't have the same level of tolerance, frequency of thoughts.
Yeah.
You say relationship generally. Some relationships are toxic by the formation already. When the age bracket is so wide and sometimes, or where someone who is highly exposed is entangled with someone who is not, you begin to breed. So by default, sometimes you have toxic. But I would say that any relationship that is not value for value for me is toxic. In every relationship, parties will have to adjust. You understand?
Compromise.
And in a way, sometimes I want to talk about international politics, and perhaps I'm with someone who wants to talk about Nollywood and people disappearing and all that. So it may not be toxic, but you may not
Compromise.
Yeah, but adjustment has to. Sometimes what your partner wants you to see and laugh with him or her over might be something that you just find flat. Football, for example. You find it flat and you're like, especially for women now these days are now developing interest in sports, football to be specific. Not necessarily because they enjoy it, but because they want to keep up with either their partner or whatever it is. But when a relationship is not value for value and it's not driven by passion, equal passion on subject matter, or when a relationship is parasitic.
Someone is latching on the other person.
Yes, if it's parasitic, it's going to be toxic. It's toxic. Some relationships will tell you that some relationship you are providing, and someone is telling you that you're not the one providing, it's God that's providing. And then
what do we call it now? That's gaslighting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like some people are from backgrounds. I don't know that I'm talking too much. Some people are from backgrounds where all they've known in their life is sacrifice, to give out. Some persons are from background where all they know in their life is to receive, collect. And the opposite attracts most times. It's not an established rule, but largely should come down. Opposite attracts.
So in that situation, when opposites attract, the person that has been giving all their life will most likely end up with someone that wants to receive. Because in that situation, will the person be happy in that situation, or the person won't see it as a wrong?
It's an example of what could lead to toxicity. You're talking about toxicity.
I'm trying to place it that someone that is used to the definition of a relationship is given finds himself with someone that the definition of relationship is receiving. Just be.
No. When love sets in, both sides will have to be given.
Okay.
So love would
value, equal
dismantle what I'm talking about.
So that level of the thing for me about toxic relationships and beautiful or healthy relationships is toxicity sometimes, or most times, it goes unnoticed.
Yes.
You have friends that they are in a toxic relationship, but they are head over heels in love. And you can't even tell them because they themselves, they cannot see it.
Don't advise somebody.
There's this person I was
That's why
telling.
the charity begins at home.
You don't even advise somebody in love.
You understand?
I subscribe to that school.
You don't.
I never. You become the villain at the end of the day.
Course.
They will put you in the middle when they settle. So I remember there was this person that we used to talk. We just used to talk, and there were times where I'm not. I talk a lot, but when I want to be by myself, I want to be by myself. It's one of the things I think I'll have to work on when I want to entertain this type of conversations in my life. And when I want to do that, I want to be by myself. And this person said, okay, come on, I want to see you. And I'm like, I don't want. Then the next thing is, so would I beg you to see you now? This, da. Yeah. And at the end of the day, most times I make decisions against
I don't think
what
it's a
I
bad thing that you say you need to work. You don't need to work on that. Everybody needs their personal space.
No, like you said,
that's your temperament.
In that,
that's your temperament.
Actually.
So, are you trying to say that there are people that always want to be around?
What he said earlier negates what you just said. In that, let me explain. In that setting, in the context of a relationship, you used to be a giver before. When you enter a relationship, at that point, there is love in it, like you said. Both parties have to equally give. That's where the place of compromise comes in. Now, imagine, I was telling someone yesterday, imagine I'm in a relationship now, and the way I am now, sometimes I want to go off, I can go off for a week and a half. I won't be so active on social media. My friends, you just know, they know to stay away. Just give him, he wants to do something. I want to be by myself, concentrate. If I was in a relationship or I'm dating Light, I talk to Light every day. At the end of the day, she tells me how her day goes. And I chip in some things. She looks forward to what David will say about this situation when she's in traffic. What David will say. And it's that week that David doesn't want to talk to anybody.
The week you're off.
My off week. What happens in that situation?
There'll be problem.
There will be
That's why you don't
frustration.
start what you
Before
can't
you know,
finish.
she will now say she will go and talk to another person,
result.
and the person will give her that attention.
You don't start-
Then I will be angry at the fact that she's
You
getting
don't-
In
attention.
any relationship,
That cycle is,
attention is needed.
you see,
So,
some
I think
people
it's
will
going
drive.
But then,
I get what Light is saying.
you don't start what you
I get
can't
what
finish
Light
from
is
the
saying.
beginning.
What do you
Because
mean?
some people do that thing, that love.
You get it to attract, to make you keep talking to them.
Wait,
You get
Wait,
it.
wait,
You
okay,
don't
you
like
people
that
are
because you
getting
know you cannot
it
keep
all
up
wrong.
with it.
Wait, let me
No,
help
he-
you. Let me
he's
help you. I
saying
mean,
he
we
wants to go
are
on
in
a
a
break,
relationship.
like-
Of course you are.
I'm not trying to check
When
you. I'm not trying
At the
to
beginning of the
draw you.
relationship, you had all of the time you want to speak with her.
Yes.
So you know at that time that you wanted to
No,
find
that
out,
time
Yes.
that she has all the time you want to speak to her. That is the time you tell her. I used to have off.
That's what I'm saying.
Now,
You don't pretend you
going
don't keep
by
up. You don't
what
let yourself.
you
Let
said,
her know you cannot keep
going
up.
off is not a thing in a relationship,
You should not go
because by then the dynamics of whatever it is not just
well
you,
before
has to change.
It's like someone that just when the day you give birth to a child in this world, that's when your life will change. I'm telling you, because you know now all of a sudden you just dawn on you that it's no longer just me. There's someone I have to my health, my existence, my mental stability is dependent on other
Wife,
factors.
children, blah,
My
blah, blah.
welfare will determine their
Yes, very
yes,
right.
my,
Perfect.
the way
Reflect on them.
everything about me will determine whether they will be happy or not,
not, yes.
including my decisions.
Responsible for
Okay,
now.
so then that's when you start to work carefully. When you get to that stage, you overlook a lot of things. It's not now where you cannot. Somebody is going off and you are flaring all over the place. When you get to that stage where you know, if somebody goes off, let him go off. Anytime you come out, you come back. You understand? So
But
To direct this conversation. Let me
go for a week
it's
without
not about lady taking it like
Wait.
it's about
Let me
the dynamic
bring back-
change that's changed.
Let me bring back this conversation. Now,
But
what
I don't
I'm
think in
saying,
love you should be having this off.
what I'm saying now about, she said it that
Where are
from
not
the get-go. From the get-go, I should have let her know that I'm someone that is not feeling fine upstairs. That I like to take my breaks sometimes. Now, how do you
If I
easily
can manage it, if I
identify
can
that
manage,
break
I
will
will.
somehow to
possibility
me actually.
of toxicity early in a relationship?
So,
Like, how do you
There are
easily see
triggers
that
now.
this person will give me trouble? That will be
Now
wow.
you check how the person treats other people.
around
Other
the
people.
way the person talks, the way he talks to you. If he talks to you anyhow, you should know as a lady.
Okay, so
That is
I'm
exactly
dating
what
Petrina.
we
The way Petrina treats Light in front of me, the way it should be a yardstick for me to
Of
measure.
course. What
course.
if
It
you
could.
don't really know that person around other people?
The way he
Is there
talks.
is there any way we are not isolated now?
No, you might
What
not
I
know.
mean is like you might meet someone somewhere.
Yes.
You don't know how the person.
You don't know his house.
But
You
you
don't
go
know
out-
anybody.
you go out,
We have
related to
gone
him.
out together.
You see
Even
We
the way
have gone on one or
you-
two dates.
you see the way you treat waiters, you see the way you treat
Okay.
sales girls.
That's what I'm saying, Petrina, that the way he talks will
Okay.
tell you everything. Like the handwriting will be written all over. You should know that this person is not a good person.
Some people hide their
He
own.
talks authoritatively.
Yes,
He
some
has
people
that
are-
thing
yes,
like
some
that.
people are
The
masters.
way XYZ.
Yes.
For them, you know
Yes.
like, this guy is going to be a red flag. Oh.
Some people hide their own.
You
So
understand?
one of
So when-
the
You don't get to
things-
sit there.
one of the
Some
things
people
you-
might even be good. You will choose them, you agree because they are good and they are nice to you. But just remember that they are not the only one. When marriage set in, mother-in-law, sister-in-laws,
Come on.
brother-in-laws,
and they are part of the relationship. At the end.
they are part of the relationship, but
They shouldn't.
the man should be able to draw the line
Of course.
and put them at bay and put his wife above them or his partner
Did you say
above them.
above?
Yes.
And now,
Above.
put them in
I'm
their
not
talking
saying
to you,
see,
Petrina.
you know why I should be above? You know why I should be above?
Okay.
if anything happens to you, all your brothers, including mother and everything, they will take whatever belongs to you, and they will push the woman and the children out. I'm just telling you. That's what they will do.
Barrister, not in all cases.
That's what they do in most cases.
It's not in all cases. I love my brother. And nobody goes to the house and asks for the wife for a pin. You understand?
There are exceptions, obviously.
So,
there are exceptions.
It depends on who you marry.
Most of what you are saying.
I don't believe as a man, if you have a wife.
Look, hold on. See, this thing you are saying now, you are talking about assuming we're not considered. Your late brother was Dangote. Don't tell me that your family will not move. They will move. No, because a lot is at stake. A lot is at stake.
You get it, yes. I get
for your late brother, okay, fine, it could be okay.
What does he have?
He has cars, he has children, he has a house, family can go, let's leave. But if you have a refinery, you will leave the refinery to the woman to do what with? You will move. At least you will make certain, or let's say he has an airline, and even the government, they are calling the survivors and they are calling the family. Would you say the government should take it, or that your brother's partner in the business, if he has partners, they should take it?
Well, I still will say
there are exceptions. There are exceptions.
Okay, you are right.
Maybe Dangote cases and some prominent men. You understand?
And
there are still people that, okay, let's just assume they don't even the man in question doesn't have much. You get? They'll still go chase the wife out. You understand?
That's just
something is said that stayed with me is that in the context of a relationship, the wife is above the family.
Yes.
Above, she has always been.
Yes.
Is it the same for the woman?
Talking about a wife being above the family.
Is it the same?
Let me say something.
Okay.
Talking about a wife being above the family. If me, I'm a man, and I have a wife, because it's not all wives that are wives. You understand? And I have a wife that you don't respect my mother, you don't respect my father or my siblings. These people don't have any issue with them, with you, but you keep creating one.
I like where you are going.
You understand?
Now, why I'm taking what she said, let me drive it on. What she said is one of the reasons why what you said hits me so because there is tendency for, if she's placed above, condescending relationship from her to
not like you write
not cast in stone anywhere. I get what you're trying to say. The way you how best
to protect her.
That's what I'm saying. Come from the space of protection.
You have to protect her.
Protect her against all
what she just said now.
Do you know?
Hold on. What she just said now is that even though you have to protect her, that woman must earn it.
Yes, you
must. The protection.
That's the perfect.
The woman must earn it. That is not just drop on her.
Yes,
just because she's a wife.
That's
how about she's a wife that does not even take care of children very well, or does not care about anybody, about herself.
When you are gone, the woman don't sell property and go somewhere else, leaving your children to even suffer.
Why I'm
women
emphasizing that because of the type of toxic behaviors that sometimes comes from not even your partner, by extension, the family of your partner. And your partner will not, some people are not, they don't have spines in their back.
Yes,
they are supposed to be able to shield and protect your partner. And I've seen a lot of things going up where they make the man the villain even in his own home, when he's trying to genuinely just protect the integrity of his
immediate family.
In this,
you understand?
in this home now, who are the people in the home?
The man, the woman, and the children. So in relation to his own family, maybe family functions, family gatherings, they are a family that are very close knit. That thing sometimes is a problem when they are extremely close knit.
Actually set that boundary.
And in a family that they are not used to.
As a man, just know your stand.
No, see, a family that they are not used to setting that man. That's what I'm talking about. They are not ready to marry. Yeah, because you see, I've seen men that are so close to their sisters to the point where once they get married, they want to retain I'm not saying they should chase them away, but they want to retain the kind of affair they should be having with their wives, with their sisters until they pass on.
And
So
that
then
type
the
of
wife,
thing,
now that's a trigger.
that type of thing, he makes the sister subconsciously see the girl as a threat.
The wife start to see the girl as a threat too.
And
So those are the triggers.
toxic, that kind of
Yeah,
toxic behavior.
so for
My mother was born here.
that is why
You understand?
that is why the Holy Read said that for this reason. Which reason? Till a man leave. You understand? And they didn't say you carry the sisters along.
No.
There's a reason for this reason. Now the reason not even mentioned in the scripture.
Of course.
For this reason. Now we now know the reason. The reason that you are supposed to cleave unto your wife. And then the two of you will become one. So your sisters who you grew up with, or your mother friends and all that, those ones become they are the foreign bodies now.
An extended family.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but in literature,
That's a very
in literature,
you will be happy. Let him land this
telling
stuff.
you,
I
you
know.
know what to
Let
expect,
him
so you are
land this
getting-
stuff.
in literature we call it reversal of fortune.
Okay.
Things have changed, dynamics have changed, but some people don't know that things have changed. They still want to retain the old way. That is where the trigger starts from.
And
Like
toxicity
husband have to
just
see,
happens.
Let us
Petrina, what I know is that
back to
This
love versus toxic.
Okay.
I don't think we've left it to.
we have
we are saying
We
between.
are like at one side of it, you're not in the core,
Okay.
you know?
Okay.
So, what are some red flags? How do you know that this thing that this person is doing? I think this, you know that for some people, the red flag that you're seeing is not the same thing as another person's red flag.
Of course.
So, what exactly would you consider a red flag?
As for me, first impression matters a lot. You understand? Somebody is coming to me, you like me, and let's say for instance, recently I met a guy on TikTok. You understand? On one platform like
I
that.
met a guy now.
I met him on TikTok, right? He started chatting me up. And truly, like 2 days ago, I was not at home because I was having severe pain, like waist pain. So this guy now called, and I was like, what's wrong with you? Why is your voice down? And I was like, I'm not okay. I'm not feeling fine. What's wrong with you? And I told him, after everything, sorry, blah, blah, he's going to call me later. He not call me that later. He not call me yesterday. No, throughout yesterday morning, evening. Yesterday night, let us say yesterday night. Started calling, Esther, this, can I call you please? Can I do this please? And in my head I was like, who is this guy who's busy? What rubbish busy? For me that's already a red flag.
Exactly.
You understand? It's a red flag for me. Let me explain myself. It's a red flag. Let me explain myself. See, like I said initially, I said first impression matters a lot.
Okay.
If
No, I
I'm
agree with
sick,
you.
you like
Hold on,
me,
hold on,
you
sir.
say you want to marry me, the first stage of our relationship, you can't show me like you care.
You don't.
Somebody
you
will
don't
say
hold
yeah.
in high esteem.
Hold
You
on.
don't.
You can stay away for 24 hours.
After-
Not speaking to you. Who
after
does that?
the last conversation we had,
Don't come to me and tell me.
the last conversation we had
No.
suggested that I'm not feeling fine.
I'm not even sure whether our producers agree with you.
I don't know.
But that's by the wayside. See, that thing for me, I don't think it's a red flag.
Why not,
Please,
sir?
oh.
No, hold on. You see, because you don't know why he didn't call you and you didn't ask. Perhaps you are the red flag.
Hey,
Hold on, yeah. Hold on.
wait, now let him finish.
When he called,
Okay.
you started saying, who is this guy and all that. You should have. You promised to call me. So
I was
you didn't
busy on
call. What happened?
TikTok. I told him
Okay,
I'm going to call him later.
Hey, hold on now. You didn't ask
I don't
why
have to
you
give
didn't-
him
you-
attention.
See, because there's hasty generalization, and that's what you have done now, and it's a fallacy.
Okay.
A fallacy
I
because
think I get where you're coming from.
circumstances and
I'm with you.
situations.
See,
I will
everybody.
not
Don't fall for this. Don't fall for this. But just hold on.
See.
Circumstances and situation could have prevented him from doing that. But better late than never. He still called, and when he called, you didn't show any this. So perhaps he might be looking at it like
There's no
better
way
late
you'll
than
be
never.
busy.
No.
There's no way you'll be busy that you cannot even drop a message. Hello, babe, how you doing? How you feeling? You understand? You see, how can you drop a message?
People always make
I
time
won't
for
take
things
that
that
as
are important.
Sometimes timing is
People
very
always
important.
make time
See,
for things
for me,
that are important.
do you know what was on my head? I was like, maybe this guy is thinking, I'm one of those guys that will meet a man and start forming one problem or the other.
Do you know you care about him? Do you know you care about him?
I have met somebody who have done that, Rabbi.
Do you know you care about him?
About who?
You care about him.
Who is the him?
The guy. No, seriously, if you didn't care about him, you wouldn't have been bothered if he calls or not.
I was not bothered.
You cared about him. That was why.
See,
You
I
were
think
bothered that
I
he
get
was on time or not. You don't get it.
Let me tell you something.
You like him.
I was not bothered. I like him.
That's
I don't.
okay.
Besides, the guy, see, I don't. The thing is, I don't.
Your perception over this guy is full of assumption.
No.
Don't get it.
I'm more than enough.
What Barrister is saying.
I know what I said. For me, it doesn't work to me that way. It doesn't.
Esther, wait. To be sure, let me play devil's advocate.
Okay.
To be sure, he asked about how you were doing. You told him you had stomach pains, and he was like, you know what?
No, he didn't call to ask so.
He
Because
chatted.
when we started talking,
He
like it
came
was
up
a
with
new.
the
This
conversation.
He came
relationship is not even up to a week.
He came up, Sha.
Is it a relationship already?
Wait,
Yes.
So get me, Esther. In the process of having
Okay.
a conversation,
Okay.
you told him that you weren't feeling so well, and he said, you know what? I'll call you back later in the evening.
He didn't
Then
say
tell-
what. Wait.
Is that not romantic enough?
Wait. Maybe no. That's what guys
I'm going
My
somewhere.
brother is
24 hours later, he didn't call.
He didn't.
48 hours
He
later,
didn't,
he
no.
then sent a chat.
Can
Abi,
he call me?
Can he call?
48 hours.
Now, what Barrister is saying
the
is,
sickness I've got to
wait, what Barrister is saying is,
No.
why didn't you just pick the call?
People should not.
And you should have said,
I was actually
they stole my phone since yesterday.
Busy was
told.
Or they did something. So you will know that he knows what he did is bad and he wants to do better.
No.
Or you will know if he doesn't even, how are you feeling now? He doesn't even care that it took so long.
David, let me tell you
And you
something.
conclude on people early.
Wait, David, wait, let me tell you something. According to
Assumption is the what level of knowledge.
My
That's
dear,
basic.
no.
Okay.
You guys wait now, let me talk.
First level boys.
Petrina asked a question, right? She asked what my what
flag.
I see as a
Yes,
red
as
flag
a-
in a relationship.
Mhm.
That is one of my red flags because
Okay.
one, I'm not this type of lady that okay, if I'm in a relationship with you, I'll be looking on to you like all this financial help and all of that. Number one thing for me as the first daughter of my father that he loves and cares for me so much.
He loves that
care.
phone.
If you show me you care,
That does it for you.
like I'll fall for you.
So your love language, what will you say your love language is now? I love that out of the
I
five.
don't care of any other thing.
Quality time and
yes,
You understand?
yeah.
I don't want
Yeah,
your
no,
money.
that's
I don't want your
Attention,
anything.
attention.
Okay.
Just give me that attention.
Like-
Red flags. What are your own?
Red flag.
What do you consider as
Kill-
toxic?
What would you see are wrong for the
plenty
day?
actually, but one of the few is yelling at me in public.
Any man that respects you
don't
so much
accept.
will not even do
Eh,
that.
That one is far.
Don't
It's
talk
too
to
far.
me anyhow.
That one, you will not see
I would
my
never
sister.
You're saying public,
You
what about
understand?
private? Don't shout at me at all. The noise you shout at me. What does that mean? Public or
At
private?
times we can't
Don't shout
we can't
at me.
avoid that
Don't
with
shout at
men yelling, raising their voice.
There's a difference.
But what I'm saying
you
is
can be assertive and say you can say what you need to say.
not yet, but then
yell
you
at
know,
me.
they would always man
I'm
would
not a
always be
child.
a man, no
That-
matter how.
That is not being
Someone
a
said
man.
don't get
last
it.
one
No,
said-
Petrina,
Let's-
calm
let's-
down.
That's not being a
Check
man.
it out.
Yelling at somebody
Yes.
is not being a man. That's
No.
not definition.
No.
Should I say what I think with what you said?
Oh, okay.
Our own red flag is someone yelling at her,
In
regardless
public.
of in public.
Period.
And
So
for
what
me,
about private?
being a man,
Ask-
No, it's
what
being
about
a
private?
man,
even in private, but then in public, like don't do
Okay,
that
so
to
your
me in
own
public.
is
Don't
being a
say that to
man,
me in public.
yelling should be the
I don't
Very
think
last
anybody will
resort.
even like that. Nobody.
very last resort. Being assertive,
Why?
sometimes you might raise the pitch of your voice to express how
Express,
pissed you
yeah.
are. But yelling is a woman thing, so you shouldn't.
I don't understand.
Woman
Well,
is
well,
now.
I'm sorry
Yelling
about
is a woman thing. I don't understand.
Okay.
Woman
Barrister.
is now.
They are made yelling to look like it's gender sensitive.
Help me.
It's not gender sensitive.
Barrister.
Across my own
Red
is,
flag. You want to talk to your
my
son,
own
what
red
to look
flag
out
is
for?
my own red flag is entitlement.
Entitlement.
I don't like entitlement. Don't put me on the spot to be. I hate entitlement. People that I expected you to. I expected you to have done.
Oh, that kind of
I
language.
expected. Don't expect it. I'm not doing.
Oh, deep. I'm having flashbacks
So
right now.
that entitlement pissed me off.
But aren't there some
It-
things
it-
that
it's-
you expected to
I
do?
beg you.
Hold
don't be
on.
talk down.
My background. I come from a background of sacrifice. Yes, sacrifice. If you give me something now, I'll appreciate it. But I don't feel like you should be giving me. I feel I should be giving. I should be the one giving people. That's how I feel. As much as I appreciate it, I've taken things given to me on several occasions and given to other people whom I feel needed it more than me.
Okay.
That is my background. Okay. Expectation, of course, I know what is expected of me. What I'm talking about is entitlement. You understand by entitlement? Entitlement is you have contact with someone, and the next moment it begins to expect you to be in certain disposition for him or her.
That's too much.
It's toxic. That's
Yeah.
the true definition.
I
of
think
toxic.
I get it. If you cannot relate what he's saying to practical experience, it might not really hit home. But that sense of entitlement, some people they
People have
embody
it.
it.
People have
Just
it.
because you are in a, they almost want to boss you around without
Yes.
bossing you around in plain terms. But they just, that expectation is what they used to put you on a pedestal that you always fall short of, and they always push you and say, I expected, didn't you, especially, sorry, I don't have an agenda against women, but didn't you know you were supposed to, didn't you know you
It
should
becomes
have,
too
you know,
much.
come on, honey, come
Like
on.
I'm your father. Am I
Come
your father?
on. Just
I'm your father.
You see why
and tell you how to treat me right.
you understand? You see, it's still the same thing we are talking about here yet. Like what I said earlier
I can't
on.
step into your father's shoe.
Wait.
Your father have a responsibility. I have mine.
I'm not your father, I'm your lover, it's two different things now.
See, everybody has.
Not like they shouldn't push people to say those things, but those things are not good to say.
It
But
makes
you use your mind. Just begin to understand.
what Yoruba will call ilakai.
You know why people
Put it into
Meaning
the-
what?
there is
your sixth sense.
Yeah,
Somehow, just use it.
just live and let live. The other person have his own
Anyways.
walls to find too.
David,
Just make it flat.
You
Make
tell
it-
me your own
See.
before we wrap.
Okay.
What are your own?
Time is going already. My own red flag. One thing for me is if I sense that you're selfish. I'm not going to have anything to do. I want someone that you embody benevolence with your
Okay.
time, with your attention, with your
Selflessness.
selflessness. I want you to be very, because I'm that kind of person too. And if it's one way, I know
Somebody
I
could be that in a very stupid way, you know, right?
in a stupid way. What do you mean stupid way? I don't
Very
understand.
available. Everything you
No,
listed.
I will know that
You
what
you
I'm
have to
looking
people
for.
that are like that.
What I'm looking for is not out of stupidity. It's out of compromise.
Okay, probably should put it that
Yeah,
way.
out of compromise.
There are some people
That I know
very
that you
stupid
are
and
putting
like-
in the
very
work
like that.
to. I see that you value me, you value my person, you value what I value as much as I value what you value. I value. It's a give and value for value, like he said before. So that kind of thing. So yeah,
Super China.
if I don't see that, it's a problem.
My own. I don't like proud men. Calm down, small.
You want.
Proud.
You don't want someone that is
Proud.
ego is
Like
intact.
proud men.
You don't want someone that is ego is intact.
I don't like proud men. I don't like people that they try to insult you, but like they play it off as a joke.
Yes,
I don't like
stylish.
Especially if they have money.
Men
and
do
they
that
don't
a
give you.
lot.
Yeah.
Now stop it.
I don't like
Especially if they have money and
They
they
do
don't
that
give you
a lot.
money. I know Petrina will
You
have
don't
a
even need your
problem.
money. You don't even
Yeah,
sound
I
like
like
something
stingy
big.
men,
You have
definitely.
money.
Petrina does not like stingy men.
No. See, a
The fine face is
relationship.
a
A relationship.
too.
I also don't like it when a relationship is transactional.
Of
So many people
course.
are very transactional. Okay. Before they will do anything for you, they will make sure that they have used you.
Do something for you first.
If you
Do something for
relationship should
them
not be
first, rather.
transactional.
Sacrifice.
Yes, it should be give and take. But largely you giving.
Yeah.
Because
look to give.
Just
If two of you always look to give, there will be continuous harmony.
Everything
the frictions will be easily fixed. We can't wait.
Okay.
Can't wait.
Thank you, Barrister, for joining us.
Thank you, Esther.
I really enjoyed
Light.
this
You're
conversation.
welcome.
Thank you, guys. Thank you
Light.
so
Thank
much.
you, Light. Thank you, Esther.
Thank you.
For being on the show today. And thank you, our viewers, for watching. If you want to join us next time, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Enterprise TV 7, and we'll see you next time.
Bye for now.
Bye.
Enterprise TV, a tradition of truth.